Hey, what's going on, guys? Ozric here, and a lot of you guys have been requesting to see my updated custom classes. If you remember when the game first came out, I put out a video called Helpful Custom Classes, and I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to take a look at that. But a lot of those classes I don't use anymore, although those were decent classes. They're more strategic classes that I had, and now pretty much all I run is kind of the big boy, actually not even big boy kill streak, but I run assault kill streaks. I do not use support anymore because I feel support is rather worthless, and the only real good things that I like out of support is the support juggernaut and maybe the stealth bomber. All the rest of the kill streaks are I don't know, they're not very good for when you're losing a match. EMP is effective at taking out air support, but the thing with that is it doesn't do anything to people with assassin. So it's, in my opinion, you know, it's better. There's better stuff out there. You can easily just put on blind eye assassin if the other team has kill streaks in the air anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into what my custom classes are. The first 5 I'm going to show you are my ground war classes. I use all of these classes, all 5, whenever I jump into ground war, and I have a class for pretty much every situation and every map. So let me go ahead and show you what these are. First one is the ACR extended mag and kick. I use kick because, you know, I like that laser beam ability, and I like to be able to just hold down the trigger from long range, which is why I like having this kick proficiency instead of something like focus, which is also pretty good on this gun. Secondary, I use the Stinger missile so I can shoot down UAVs. If you didn't know, UAVs, you know, I don't know if it's just my head or what, but it looks like they appear a little faster in the sky. So whenever I see them up and I hear enemy UAV inbound, I just pull out the Stinger, look up, shoot it out, and I get a free kill streak or point streak. The equipment is the Simtex. I use the trophy system. Trophy system because this is ground war, and trophy is really the only protection you have against stealth bombers. You know, I don't know if the latest patch fixed that, because to be honest, when I hear stealth bombers coming in, I usually just run for cover. But you know, trophy system, if you don't know, you just pull it out, lay down underneath it, and the stealth bomber will not kill you. Now the perks I'm using: Scavenger Pro, more ammo, hardline to hit my assault kill streaks 1 kill faster. It's very effective when you use stuff like Predator missiles, which is why you'll see me always use Predator. Stalker Pro, because I love using Stalker now with the assault rifles, because I just pretty much strafe around corners. And I'll tell you guys when I get to another class why I use Stalker as well. Scar L, extended mag, kick, same setup with the ACR. Now I use Scar on certain maps and I use ACR on certain maps. It's just a personal preference that I have, you know, which is why you see 2 classes that are almost identical. I like having both these guns available whenever I want. So I have the Scar extended mag, kick, then I'll have the same exact setup: Stinger, Simtex, trophy, same perks. Only difference is my assault package has an Overwatch, the other one has a Reaper. Now this is the SMG class. I got PP90 M1, rapid fire and kick. PP90 does have a little bit of jump to it when you put rapid fire on there, so what I like to do is I use kick to kind of tone that down just a little bit. You could also go the focus route, and if you want to go around hip firing the whole time, put focus on there. It's pretty good. You can also go 2 attachments, go rapid fire and extended mag. That's also pretty good, but me personally, my preference is to have kick with the rapid fire. I use Simtex, I use concussions here, and I use the MP9 extended mag backup. Perks are sleight of hand, quick draw for faster aim down sight, and steady aim pro for better hip firing. And pretty much this class, I made it just so I can throw out concussions and so I can hip fire the hell out of people. That's a big part of my game that I stopped doing because the concussion grenades throw out really slow in this game without quick draw. So I kind of stopped. I started to stop pre-stunning areas, and now that I've made this class, I've started to reintroduce that into my game. Alright, next class is almost the exact same, but I have an MP7, which is arguably the best gun in the game. MP7 rapid fire with range. Since you are going to be shooting from mid-range and in some cases long range with this weapon, it's very good when you put range on there. It doesn't need kick, and you know, I'd rather range over focus. So this is the best optimal setup that I found from using all the different attachments and guns and stuff. Next one is the MP9 secondary with the extended mag, Simtex concussion, same as my PP90 class. Again, the only difference here is I have Reaper because I'm most likely going to be using the PP90 on some of the closer range maps where there's a lot of buildings, such as Bootleg, And something like an MP7 map would be something like Underground, where there's a lot of close quarter engagements, but when you pull out your air support, you can still hit a lot of people. So that's kind of how I distinguish when I'm going to use it, and honestly whenever I feel like it. Last class is something I like to use on Village and also Resistance. Is I use this Type 95 red dot rapid fire. A lot of people hate this gun, and believe me, you should hate it because it's a pain in the ass to deal with. It does have a lot of weaknesses, but when used correctly, you can play to its strength very, very well, which is long range. I've actually enhanced my close range ability here by adding the rapid fire attachment to go along with my red dot. And you notice I have Steady Aim Pro at the bottom, which is what I used to handle people up close. Now, they did patch this gun. They made it so the hip fire is really bad. But the thing is, when you put Steady Aim on there, it reduces the reticles back to where it was before the patch. And then when you have rapid fire, you can still spam it out. So it's still extremely deadly up close. It gives you an option to deal with people that run up in your face again. So that's why I use Steady Aim Pro with this. And then I have Blind Eye to stay off of air support, because typically if I'm using this class, it's probably on a map that has really good open airspace for air support to kill you. So I like to stay off of that, stay off of the enemy's radar in that way. And my kill streaks, I'm using Predator, Attack Heli, and Overwatch. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch up my classes and show you guys my 6v6 mode classes. So hang on a sec. Alright guys, I'm back, and these are my 6v6 game mode classes. Went ahead and changed all of them for you. Now, you'll notice here there's a big emphasis in my 6v6 game mode classes on stealth. The reason being is there's less players on the map than Ground War, so there's more likelihood that someone's going to be flanking you, and there's more likelihood of a UAV showing your position, because you figure if you have 5 teammates plus you on your team, 6 guys, and you're not using Assassin, well, guess what? 2 to 3 of your teammates are going to be using Assassin, if not your whole team. So when they call in that UAV, guess who's going to be the big sore thumb sticking out on the minimap? It's going to be you. Which is why there's such a big importance on Assassin. If you don't believe me, try going in TDM running hardline or quick draw, and you tell me how easy it is to start running around without camping. Yeah, it's very difficult. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this. First custom class is the Scar L extended mag and silencer. And I'm using the Stinger secondary. I got Claymores, portable radars. Claymore and portable radar is standard for me on these type of stealth classes. Reason being is I can pretty much use them in any different way, and I use it to gain added recon. I can use it in a rushing way, whereas I run in their spawn and I block off some of the spawn points and choke points with the Claymore, and then I throw the portable radar down while I move to the other side of the spawn. It's a very common tactic that I utilize. Assault kill streaks, Predator, what is that? Overwatch and Predator, Attack Heli, and Overwatch. Next one is a submachine gun class. Again, this is a specialist lone wolf class. To be honest, the only real purpose I have for this class is using dead silence and to stay off of the mini map and away from helicopters, and while still having scavenger at the same time, which is why I actually like this rushing specialist more than my camping specialist, which is the next one, but we'll get to that in a sec. This class is the MP7 extended mag and silencer. To be honest, you can use any submachine gun. There's like 4 or 5 really good ones to use this with, but MP7 is the best submachine gun, so why limit yourself? The next weapon is an MP9 silencer, and then I also have Claymore's portable radars. I have the stealth set up to start with, and then strike package, you'll see my unlocks. I do sit rep, then I do scavenger, and then I do hardline. This class that you see right here is pretty much all you need to run around the map. You have a really good submachine gun, 100% stealth, they can't hear you. You can hear them better with sit rep, and then you have unlimited ammo with scavenger. And then from that point forward, you're just working on your specialist skills. Next one is the camping specialist. You guys have seen this class in my AK-47 Moab video that I had put out. It's no different here, except I upgraded from the AK to the ACR, because the ACR is top 3 assault rifle in the game, and if not the best. So attachment, silencer, heartbeat, very standard. You can, like I said, you can use this with pretty much any assault rifle, just a combination of silencer, heartbeat. I swapped out the blind eye for scavenger because you do tend to run out of ammo very fast with this setup, even with this little MP9 backup. Hardline Pro, Sit Rep Pro. Unlocks, first is Assassin, Blast Shield, and then Blind Eye. Originally I had Blind Eye in the starting setup, and Scavenger is the third unlock, but I just reversed it. Fourth one is the G36 Red Dot Suppressor. You guys have seen this class a lot. I put out a couple videos with this. This is a really strong setup. Use it with Scavenger, I use Assassin, and I use Steady Aim over the Stalker. And I use Steady Aim just because G36 has decent hip fire, so I want to enhance that ability. So when people run up, you know, in my face, I want to have at least a shot at competing with the submachine gun. So I put on the Steady Aim so I can hip fire up close. And then I got my standard MP9 silencer, Claymore, portable radar, Predator, attack heli, and I put Reaper on this class. And the last class is the MK14 ACOG with this silencer. I showed you guys this class as well. Using Scavenger, Assassin, and Stalker on this one. Something I do a little different with this class, and actually I do it with every class, but I don't really talk about it, is the reason I have Stalker here. Some of you guys tell me, oh, you know, put Marksman, put Marksman. No, put Stalker, and I'll tell you why you put Stalker. You put Stalker on because this is a really, really good edging weapon, and you know, you can, by edging and by clipping and stuff, I don't mean in a head glitch. You know, you don't necessarily head glitch with this weapon. The thing that I do a lot with it is I edge, where I'll be standing behind cover or a wall, I'll edge out, fire 2 shots, and then I'll strafe with Stalker behind cover. It's a really, really strong, effective tactic, especially with the MK, since it is a 2-shot kill. You can pretty much do that all game long, and that's really all I was doing in that Moab video I showed you, is I wasn't really clipping, except when I was on top of the generator, but I was edging a lot, and I do that a lot with the MK. So definitely Stalker is a really good fit for the MK, but you can make a case for that with a lot of things. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of my 10 custom classes, and if you're one of the people that kept asking to see my classes, stop asking. Peace out, guys.